Before there was Egypt, before there were gods, before there was light or earth or time itself, there was only none, an infinite, silent ocean of dark water stretching endlessly in every direction. No sky, no ground, no sound, no movement, only the deep. And from that absolute stillness, something extraordinary happened. A mound of earth rose from the waters, and on that mound stood the first being the universe had ever known. His name was Atum, self-created, eternal, with no beginning and no origin. And from his will alone, existence began. He brought forth Shu, the god of air, the first breath, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture, the first dew. And from them came Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky, arching above the world filled with stars. And from their union came Osiris, Isis, Set,
and Nephthys, the core of divine drama that would shape everything. These 9 gods formed the Ennead, the first divine family. And binding all of existence together was Mot, the unseen force of truth, balance, and cosmic order. Without it, there was no stability, no life, no universe. And upon this principle, Egypt would stand for 3,000 years. Then came Ra, not just a god of the sun, but the sun itself, the force of creation, the reason life existed, worshipped for millennia as king of the gods and father of kings, appearing as a falcon-headed figure crowned with a blazing solar disk, living in 3 forms: Khepri at dawn, pushing the sun into the sky; Ra at noon in full power; and Atum at dusk, descending into darkness. Each day he sailed across the sky in his solar boat, bringing light to the world. And each night he entered the Duat, the underworld, facing 12 hours of darkness and danger, where the great serpent Apophis waited, an embodiment of chaos, seeking to devour the sun and end existence itself. And every night the battle began. Set stood at the front of the boat, spear in hand, defending the cosmos despite his own violent nature, while Isis used magic and Thoth spoke spells. And every morning Ra emerged victorious, and the sun rose again, proving that order could overcome chaos. But not all gods fought for balance. Osiris, the first king of Egypt, brought civilization, teaching humanity law, agriculture, and unity, beloved and just. Yet his brother Set, driven by jealousy, devised a plan, crafting a chest perfectly fitted to Osiris, presenting it as a gift at a feast. And when Osiris lay inside it, the lid was sealed, and he was thrown into the Nile, murdered and cast away. Set took the throne. But Isis refused to accept this end, searching across lands until she found Osiris, only for Set to strike again, cutting the body into 14 pieces and scattering them across Egypt. Yet Isis gathered every piece she could find, reassembled him, and performed the first act of mummification, using her magic to restore him long enough to conceive Horus, after which Osiris descended to rule the underworld, becoming the judge of the dead, while Isis became the embodiment of devotion and intelligence, the greatest magician, who even obtained the secret name of Ra through cunning, gaining immense power. And she raised Horus in hiding, protecting him from Set's reach, preparing him
for what was to come. And when Horus grew, he challenged Set, beginning a conflict that lasted 80 years. Battles fought across land and water, courts of gods divided, Ra supporting Set for his strength, others supporting Horus as rightful heir. In one clash, Horus lost his eye, shattered and scattered, later restored by Thoth to become the Eye of Horus, symbol of healing and protection. And after decades of struggle, the gods ruled in Horus's favor, granting him the throne while Set was given dominion over chaos and the deserts, still serving a role in defending Ra each night. And from then on, every pharaoh was seen as Horus in life and Osiris in death, continuing the cycle. And for every human, death led to judgment, guided by Anubis, the jackal-headed god who led souls through the underworld to the Hall of Two Truths, where their heart was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the ultimate measure of truth, the heart containing every action and thought. If it was lighter, The soul entered eternal paradise. If heavier, it was devoured by Ammit, ceasing to exist forever. A system not of fear but of absolute accountability, where truth could not be escaped. And recording it all was Thoth, god of wisdom and writing, inventor of hieroglyphics and keeper of knowledge, who also shaped time itself by creating 5 extra days for the birth of the gods, proving that intellect could reshape reality, while Ma'at remained the core principle governing everything, followed by gods and kings alike. And beyond them existed a vast pantheon, Set both destroyer and defender, Hathor embodying love yet capable of becoming Sekhmet, a force of destruction nearly wiping out humanity, Bastet protecting homes through the sacred rule of cats, and Sobek representing the dangerous yet life-giving Nile, showing how Egyptians turned fear into reverence. And for over 3,000 years, these gods were not myths but reality to the people,
shaping their lives, their deaths, and their understanding of existence, until foreign empires came, Greeks merging gods, Romans absorbing Egypt, and eventually Christianity closing temples, the last hieroglyphs carved, and the last priests silenced, leaving the gods forgotten for centuries, until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone unlocked their language once more, bringing their stories back to life. And today, their symbols still endure across the world because they answered questions that never disappear. Why the sun rises, what happens after death, what justice truly means, and how one should live. Their answers were simple yet profound. The sun will always rise after darkness. Love can defy death, and every life will be measured by truth. And in the end, when all things are weighed, there is no argument left, only the heart and the truth it carries.
Please subscribe and hit the notification button for more stories.